Respected students, this is my little introduction and also portfolio. In this portfolio, I explain I can do the assignment quizzes and your full course, such as in Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, Microsoft Access, Microsoft Word, mathematics, and accounting. Basically, I am a teacher and I can do all of your IT courses and excluding the uh, another courses and including the IT courses. I can do also another courses such as mathematics and accounting. These two subject is my favorite subject and IT is as in my professional subject. Uh, for getting the help and complete solution of these assignments, you can contact with me at the given my WhatsApp number and contact with me as a email address. I can help you uh, freely as a teacher student relation. You can give guide and hire me as a teacher. Any student, if not able to give me fees, I can help me with a reasonable price. You can contact with me at my given addresses. Now I start the today assignment. Today assignment is EXP Excel chapter 10 cumulative assessment movies. This is the title of the assignments and this is a little description about this assignment. This assignment have total 27 points. In these 17 points I will try to solve 50 or 60% of this assignment. If you need complete solution, you can contact with me for any type of help, for any type of guideline. You can contact with me as a given number. Now I start the steps to perform the assignment. First step of this assignment says that only we have to download and open the EXP Excel chapter 10 cumulative assessment movies rental. Already I have downloaded and opened it, and this is the opening form of the assignment. Its next step is very easy. Firstly, I study this, I read this step. This step says that use get and transform data Power Query editor to load the file E10C2 movies txt to existing worksheet. Starting in cell A1, load the information to worksheet and select add this data to the data model. Respected student, in this step we have to use the get and transform function and load the E10C2 movies text in the existing worksheet in the cell A1. After doing this, we have to change the into the data model. Okay. Now I move to the this sheet, and in cell A1 I applied for doing the applying the data and transform function. I go to the data tab, and after going to after moving to the data tab, I move to the from next and go to the desktop and using the text E10C2 movie and just import it. After importing, load it. This is loaded, and after loaded this instruction says that this should be in the data model. So go to the power pivot and click on the add to data model. See here, this should be added into the data model. Just cross it, mean close it. This is the first step, second step of this assignment. Now I move toward the third step. Third step, very easy. And in third step, instruction says that we just rename the worksheet as a movies. Okay, I replace, change the name as a movies. Okay, I change the name to the movies. This is the step number 3. Now I move toward the step number 4. And 4 is like step number 2. Little difference here is that in that form we have used the text E10C movies. Now I use the XML file. Now I use XML file E10C to contact. I read this instruction. Use get and transform data power query editor to load the account table from the XML file E10C to contacts XML into a new worksheet, load the information to a new worksheet and select add this data to the data model. Okay, respected student, once again I use the get and transform function and load account table. Here remember we load account table from XML file E10C to content. In this file, from this file I load only account table and sheet should be a new sheet. This should be placed in the new sheet, and after doing this this data should be in a data model. Okay, once again I use the data tab. After data I use the from file use XML file, and from XML file go to the place where I have placed E2C contacts, import it. After import, instruction says that use the account file. This is the account file, and load this account file. This is loaded. After loading this, instruction says that this should be in add to data model. Okay, I add it into data model. Now we have two file in the data model. One says E10C2 movie, another is account. Okay, close it. This is the instruction number 4. Now I move toward the instruction number 5, and instruction number 5 is easy. Just we have to rename the worksheet contacts. Okay, change the sheets name to contacts. Okay, I change this name. This is the step number 5. I cleared it. Once again I move toward the point number 6, and respective student, this is like step number 2 and step number 4. I read the instruction of this tab. Use get and transform data power query editor to load what we have to load rates table. Now I uploaded rates table from file E10C to rates XLS into new worksheet. Load the information to a new worksheet and select add this data to data model. Once again, respected students, in first step I uploaded text. In next step I uploaded XML and contents, and now I uploaded rates. I uploaded rates from E10C to rates. Okay, respected. Now I once again I use get and transform data Power query and loaded the rates table from E10C to rates. Okay. Once again I move toward the data, and from this I move to the file, and from files from the workbook, and go to the desktop, and this is the E2C rates, and import it, and click on the rates, load it, and after loading this, instruction says that add to the model, and this is a third file that I have added into model. Just cross it. This is the step number. Now, so far I have completed the sixth step. Now I move toward the step number 7, and 7th step is very easy. In step number 7 we just change the name of the sheet to rates. I change the name and it should be rates. Just okay. Now I move toward the step number 8, and step number 8 is so simple. Use get and transform data power query editor to load the store info table located in the database E10C transaction ACCDB into a new worksheet. Load the information to new worksheet and select add this data to data model. Okay. In this instruction, once again I use get and transform data, and by using this I loaded the store info table, and it is located in the database E10C to transaction, and this should be in a new worksheet places, and after doing this, data should be placed in the data model. And remember student, now I have used assess file. Okay. And assess file and what file? Store info. Go to the data tab, and in a new query, and from file I use here no assess. Okay. From this point move to the assess desktop, and E10C to transaction, and open it, and store info, make it okay, and use the new sheet, and just okay. After doing this step, instruction says that this should be in the data model, and this is the data model. Click here, and this is the sheet number 5. First is movies, 2 is account, 3 is rate, 4 is info. Sorry, this is the 4. And after doing this, make it close it. Respected student, so far I completed the 8th step. Now move toward the point number 9, and just change the name store info. Change the sheet name store info. Now I change the name to store info. Just click here. Now I change the name. Now I move toward the point number 10 of this assignment. And what is the point number 10? Okay, point number 10. Point number 10 of this assignment says that use get and transform data power query editor to load the transaction table located in the database E10 to transaction in power query editor. Use the power query editor to change the format of the data column from date and time to date, and click the data type arrow and select the date. Load the edited data to new worksheet and select add data to. Okay, this is a very easy point. Dear student, here once again I try to uh, produce ease for you. Instruction says that by using GAN transform data, load transaction table located in data tab mean in SS form in a file E10C2 transaction in Power Query, and now change the date column from date to time, date and time to date. Mean time, date and time should be in a date form, and load the data into new worksheet and select the data into data model. Okay. Once again go to the data tab and in assess file and desktop where I place this file. This is the E10C2 transaction. Open it. Now I use the transactions and then OK, and after the OK, make a new sheet, do it OK. After doing OK, I have no need to change date and time to date because already date is selected. If not, then I move toward the query. I will move into the query tab, and in a query I change date to date time. After doing this, instruction says that this should be placed in a data model. Now this is the file number 5 that I change into data model. Okay, this process when completed, then I cross it. This is instruction number 10 that I completed. Now point number 11. Instruction 11 very easy, and in this 11 I have said that only change the sheet name to transactions. I change it to transaction. Okay, now I change this sheet to the transaction. First file I done movies, next contacts, next rates, next store info. After that last is transaction. Respected students, so far I have completed 11 of the steps. This assignment have total 17 steps, and from the 17 mostly I have completed mean 80 maximum 80% I have completed this. If any of my student need any type of help, any type of guideline, or you want to hire me as a teacher, you can contact with me at my given number. I can help you with a reasonable price. If any student is poor in condition and not afford the my fees, no matter. Contact with me. I deal with you, guide you, help you with very low price. Thank you very much. Subscribe my channel and give my this message to all students, all new students. Thanks my respected students.